Alright, so I've been thinking about making a video about this since I started watching this anime. And the anime that I was watching is called Darling in the Franxx. So like I'm I've always been like a really big anime fan, especially when I was in like high school, partly through I dropped off in college, but I've seen so much anime. Like I'm you would call me like an otaku, or at least I used to be. Don't really follow anime anymore. I'm kind of like jaded, where I feel like all the good stuff is like old. It's already made, and like the last decade or so, all the anime that's been made is pretty garbage. Just because like I think the direction from the studios hasn't moved from like creating a good product or telling a good story to rather trying to make revenue or trying to sell as many Blu-ray discs as they can. So that ended up making animes go from being purely the artist or the writer's image or what they wanted it to be, to like now they keep changing things, adding things to try to appeal to more people, appeal to mass audiences, at the cost of story, at the cost of quality. If it means they'll make more money, and that really makes it so like a lot of anime, they tend to be the same thing or very similar because they in Japan they go by like the tried and true method rather than trying different things. So if a studio sees like, oh, Naruto is like really popular, let's make something like Naruto instead of I don't know, something obscure like Razipan, which is based off of Evangelion. But when they do that, like you're able to kind of like a lot of the anime start to be really similar. That's why we had like I think this huge influx of like battle royale anime, then like an influx of isekai anime, like especially now, like a whole bunch of isekai everywhere, everything, same thing every time, same bland main character surrounded by a whole bunch of beautiful women. He gets OP powers for no fucking reason. Everybody else has to work for theirs, but the same guy gets so much power. Anyway, the point I'm trying to make is that I know a lot about anime. I've seen a fucking lot of anime, and so like I just started watching Darling in the Franxx. Like I said, I recall it whenever it was airing. I recall hearing good things about it. I wasn't in it. I'm not watching anime as it like comes out anymore. Like I'm way behind. If anime comes out, I'll get to it probably like 3 years after it's out. At this point, at one point in my life, I would be watching each episode as it came out for like every new series. I don't do that anymore. I'm just not interested. But I figured, okay, I've been seeing Darling in the Franxx. I've seen that character 02 and a lot of different artwork, and like I thought, okay, fine. Now let me finally look into this story. Like I got a lot of time. I want I want a good story. Haven't watched any anime in a long time. Let me hop into this Darling of the Franxx because they apparently have a really cool waifu character in it, right? And immediately, like as I watched it, right, I'm only on episode 9 at this point. I just finished episode 9, so I'm going on 10. As I watched it, I immediately felt like, okay, I'm getting like maybe a Evangelion vibe, a Gurren Lagann vibe, a Code Geass vibe. Like I felt like whoever made this, they were drawing from a lot of different animes, and I feel like I can tell that like the format is almost exactly the same as Evangelion. So here's this random monster from who knows where. It's for some reason just attacking us. It's your job, random ass person who could literally be any other person, but you're a literal drone. It's your job to go out there and fight for it and probably die. Almost likely you're going to die. That's why we make a lot of you, because you all die, right? And so in Evangelion, like it was like, okay, each episode's like a new angel's coming, and a new angel has like some crazy ability or whatever, and it's trying to like make its way to this central location, which is like the base of Nerve, I think. And so in Darling in the Franxx, it's kind of, so far at least on episode 9, it's like the same thing. They have a base of operations in some place, and these monsters just keep coming after them. They don't. I'm at episode 9. They still haven't explained why these monsters are coming after them and trying to kill them. They have not explained who are the adults. What are the adults? We saw them in like one episode, but what's going on? And not only that, why is it that our group of whatever the fuck they're called, why are they the only ones in charge of defending this huge city? Unless the city is literally empty, like if it's empty and they're the only ones there, and it's there to just make them think a certain way and behave a certain way so that they can get the training they need so that they can go out and be better drones. Sure, maybe you're going for a Star Wars, Clone Wars type of thing, and these are the clones, and they're all in like this whole big environment to make them into clones. But even then, the writing is so predictable. The writing is so simple. There's not a spin to it. Like, there's not like a deeper theme. I figured, okay, you can see like there's like a sexual theme to the anime, right? Where like there's a boy and a girl, and only boys and girls can be partners, and the girl is like getting like fucking rode by the guy, literally. They have to feel like love or attraction to each other in order to freaking work together, which means they have to like each other or fall in love with each other. I see that, right? But where is it going? Where is it? How are they so ignorant? How can this possibly be that they haven't figured these things out yet? And why is it that every time the people who order these guys around, like that chick and that dude who give them the orders, why is it like they've never seen a clock sword in their life before? Like, oh, we just detected a clock sword, never knew this would happen before, and oh, it's gonna be this thing, and oh my god, it's actually not this thing, it's something we've never seen before, and oh, and they're just having a ceremony, and here's the biggest clock sword of them all, just attacks, you know, and what? So what? They're about to literally die again? Like, it's like every episode they're literally in mortal danger. Like the civilization is literally about to explode, and all they have to protect it are these literally the most inept group of soldiers you could imagine. The most inept. They would be dead by now. It's episode 9, and these people would be dead by now if it wasn't for fucking 02 and the fucking dude. If it wasn't for these two, they'd be dead like 8 times already. What is going on here? Like, is it all just about 02 and the dude? That's fine, but why are they dragging this out? Like, I was thinking, like, maybe it's like a Bokurano type of thing, where like you have to pilot the mech in order to save the world, but if you pilot the mech one time, it kills you, so you die, right? And I was feeling like, okay, if they're going for a Gurren Lagann type thing, they want to make this a little bit more serious, because everybody is just so stupid and ignorant in this show. It's like they have no cognitive ability to make rational thoughts or figure out, oh, what's going on here? Maybe we should question these things. Nothing. It's completely blank. And it's like, maybe there's something deeper coming on. Maybe they're going to do a spin. Maybe they're going to flip the switch later on. But I'm at episode 9 already, and this doesn't feel like it's happened. So, like, I would have sworn by now that they would have killed off at least one character by episode 9. I would have thought that would make sense, right? Okay, these guys are terribly inept. They're always going out there and fighting and losing every time, doing stupid shit that would risk not only the driver's life, but the girl's life over and over again. And it's like they don't realize, they haven't clicked that could have been their life and they would have been over. So why haven't we killed one off yet? That would have made them think, oh, maybe we should be a little more serious about this, you know? Maybe we need to get our shit together, or maybe you don't want to do. It hasn't happened yet. And instead, they get into impossible situations, like on episode 9, they get into possible situations and about to self-destruct, but like I don't feel any tension in this anime because the writing is so, they have a word for this, like, everything comes exactly when it has to come. If a person needs to find a piece of information, they just happen to walk and stumble upon it. If we want to make them figure out that they have to like each other, and so we're just gonna randomly have them walk in a beach and then walk through a secret passageway, and then the girl just happens to walk here and happens to see a poster that the people are kissing in, and then just happens to find a baby book that tells them where a baby comes from and takes it. Like, it's so poorly written. Like, why does it have to be like that? You couldn't expand upon this, make this a little bit more like, not just everything is pre-scripted and it's so flat. Like, there's no taste to this anime, and it's crazy because it feels like it has like the structure to be a great anime. It has the I feel it, like the 02, the whole dynamic, but it's not. The monsters aren't even really scary. They're not. What is that? Like, they're are they mecha? Are they not mechs? Why can you go inside of it? Why does it have exhaust fumes? Like, What is going on? What is that? Why is the main character number 61016 and then the other character sorry, it's Corona. JK. And the other characters, they have like I don't even remember the fucking numbers. I know one of them has 666, right? And he's the one that's like egotistical, all about me, blah blah blah, and he's got a character flaw. And that's how I thought. Okay, so maybe these characters have like they all have like character flaws, and maybe it's related to their numbers, perhaps. Maybe there's a hitting meeting in their numbers. 666 is being like super a man of this earth. You know, he's just fucking. It's all ego, right? And so like I thought that was interesting how like they have the male driver sometimes who's like blaming the girl for like not performing when it's actually him who's actually fucking things up because he doesn't understand that like you know you gotta jive with your partner, you gotta be on the same wavelength. It's not all about you. You're not just trying to fuck, but and when you do that, it's like a toxic relationship. So maybe Darling in the Franxx is not actually a mecha anime, and what it is like an what's this word for this thing that it represents something else? I'm forgetting the word, but it's like an allegory for perhaps love, right? Maybe this show was just about an allegory about finding love, and the mecha stuff is just a unique way of explaining maybe teenage or first love and or maybe just humanity and in general, and the mecha stuff it represents something else. Because if I think of it as like a mecha anime, something serious, it's just not measuring up. And I'm on episode 9 now. I'm probably gonna continue because I'm hoping they're gonna have some sort of like something gonna happen. Maybe the whole squad gets wiped. I don't know. I doubt that it will happen at this point because I feel like they want to have these unique characters that have individuality, right? That's the whole premise behind the that squad, right? Oh, we give everybody else is like playing clone trooper, but this one squad in particular, we're gonna allow them to have individuality, and so maybe that will change the performance somehow, right? But it's I feel like it could be done better. Why am I episode 9 yet so far, and no one has died? Where's the so what's gonna happen? Are 02 and the guy just gonna leave the squad and they're gonna depart, and then the show really begins at this point? Are we gonna figure out where we're at? Are we on Earth? Are we not on Earth? Are humans the good guys? Are humans not the good guy? Who the fuck is Papa? I mean, this whole thing, they're like in a big cult thing, like a military death cult in which they're raised to go die for this godlike figure who's not God, actually. It's a person, right, called Papa. We don't know who Papa is. We don't even know if Papa is a fucking human. For all I know, they're gonna go psychopaths, and it's Papa is a fucking a brain in a jar. But they're not explaining these things. It's really frustrating because I feel like this anime could be great, but it's just like I almost want to call it garbage. I really almost want to call it if 02 wasn't in this anime, it would be garbage. It's just another cookie cutter anime with nothing unique in it. What is this like high council of people and they're trying to tell them to do? What is going on? What is going on? Are we going to see other colonies? Are we going to see other characters? We saw those older people before, right? Who had bad blood with 02 because she fucked him over. Are we going to see any more of that? Are we going to have a time skip maybe? Are they going to get older and become adults? Or are they going to pair up and have kids with each other? Somebody's got to die. Somebody has got to die. Somebody has to die in this anime. If no one dies in this anime, it's garbage. I'm sorry. And I saw, like I said, I heard a lot of praise for this anime, and it's just not living up to it. It has the structure, it has like the starter kit for it, but it's not measuring up. It's not measuring up, and that's just really bugging me. Is there anything else any thoughts I had else about this anime? No, I think that's basically everything. Yeah, I don't know. Like I just hope that this anime gets better. You know, I don't. It's really frustrating because I thought this was gonna be like a Gurren Lagann type thing, and I'm not getting that. Oh yeah, I remember what I was gonna say now. Yeah, and so maybe I heard like I was looking on Reddit or something. I saw a thread on like our anime, and I think I saw something about like the writers or the studio is like comprised of normies. So maybe just like people who aren't very well versed in writing a story or writing an anime, making an anime, and it's like the growing pains. Like they know what they want to go for in an anime, but the execution, they aren't able to weave a story the way a master would do it, like at a Ufotable. Well, I mean, Ufotable is just a animation studio, but they wouldn't be able to do like a Fate story, at least not their first one. And maybe that explains why this anime just seems so flat and like simple and like cookie cutter. Because I guess if you didn't watch a lot of anime, if you're not an anime fan, if you don't watch a lot of anime, then yeah, I guess you could just appreciate this as being a simple like Bobby's first or second anime. Then it would probably be pretty good. If you had nothing else to compare it to, you haven't seen Evangelion, Code Geass, Gurren Lagann, Rossi's Pond, Bokurano, you haven't seen any of these type of anime, then I guess this could be okay, right? I mean, if you don't, so and maybe that's what they were going for, right? Like I said, you make it really appealing to a mass audience, and that can make you money. Maybe that's what they're going for. I don't know. I'm at episode 9 of Darling in the Franxx, and I'm not impressed. Thanks, guys, for watching. If you liked what I heard, if you don't like what I heard, if you disagree, if you have your own opinions on Darling in the Franxx, maybe you loved it, maybe you hated it, go ahead and drop a comment down there below. Just please no spoilers. Thanks for watching, and have a nice day.